Okay, you hear me? Are we good? Or okay. Okay then. I'll start showing you the bow then, I guess. Since the bow is like one of the few weapons that are pretty decent in game. Not not too bad, but not the best sometimes too, depending on the monster or you fight. Let's see. Oh, actually. Let's do this then. Yeah, I know it's a bit slow. Like for me, I can see it right away when you post it, but I think yours is a bit delayed because for my gameplay, mine is more like what is it? Like the gameplay that I'm playing right now, it's more ahead of like what you're seeing right now, basically. So I'm basically seeing it like about maybe 5 seconds ahead of you, but it doesn't really matter. You still see the whole gameplay anyways. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Damn, is it like, is there something that's wrong with it or whatnot? Or what? What's wrong with it right now? Oh shit. Shit. Yeah, it can, but thing about it that's good about it is that it doesn't really run away. It basically just like stays where it is basically, and then just like kind of just heals this up like gradually. Not too often, but it tends to just do it by itself. Oh shit. Yep, right now it's currently the strongest bow in the whole game right now. The only way you can beat it, the only way you can like, right now, the only way you can get the bow is defeating the monster I'm fighting right now. Because it requires some of the parts that are needed for the bow. Shit. Yep, they roar a lot too in this game. Monsters will tend to roar a lot in this game, making it pretty annoying unless you have earplugs. So as long as you have earplugs, you should be fine. But since I don't have earplugs, this setup right here is I don't have earplugs, so it's kind of hard when they roar at you like that. Oh shit. Man, come on. Diablos has to be here too. Oh yeah, also, another thing about these monsters too is that if they end up like coming near each other or so, they will fight each other at times too. As soon as you see the until you see that turf war come up like right there, that means they're about to fight basically. Which can be at your hands at times, but which can't sometimes, so it just depends on how they fight. So I didn't get the advantage right there because Black Devils is the one I need to kill, not Diablos. And like I said, roars are annoying, so you don't have earplugs, they get really annoying, so. Yeah, but yeah, I know, right? It's brutal, man. They can do a lot of damage to each other, so. And he does, and it depends on which one is better too. Like, it doesn't matter if Black Diablos is better or the regular Diablos is better. It just it's random. It's random at that, so. Yep. And as of right now, Black Diablos is one of the few tougher ones. Same goes for Diablos, because they will one-shot you if you're not careful. Because that's cause how high they mainly focus on high damage or so, rather than just what's it? All the other stuff. See, right now it gets annoying because now they're both on the ground. They go after me too, so. So it's annoying, so. That's why it's best to just fight them one at a time. But in situations like this, you just might have to just adapt to them pretty much for the time being. And like the bow. Okay. Oh, there you go, broke another horn. Yep. This game you can break parts too. And parts will actually help benefit on how the drops will be too. Because there are some parts that only appear on drops, and then some parts that rarely appear on drops sometimes, so. Just depends on where you hit them, and you'll be fine. And the mantle I'm using right now is the Rocksteady mantle. Basically renders you from certain attacks sometimes and doesn't let you flinch every time you get hit, and protects you from the roars too, which is useful. But the thing that's bad about it is that it has a really long cooldown. So yeah, because there's two of them. If you start running away, they'll chase after you sometimes. The only way they go away is when they actually get like tired. That's the only time they run away. But every now and then they do tend to follow you at points. So, well, unless you have dung pods, they will run away too that way. But another way an easy way to defeat them sometimes is to kill some of these little wyverns right here. The reason why I say that because some of them they carry screamer pods basically, and what screamer pods are for is that both black diablos and diablos are immune to loud noises. So when they go down like that, like right now, and they hear like a loud noise, they'll come right back up because they can't stand the loud noises. So. Well, I'm using my bow too. Though I'm not too proficient at it, but I'm good at it though. I would have used my charger blade, but I wanted to show you how most of the stuff works. So. Yep, only works with the bow right now. Fuck crack. I believe some of the other weapons have it too, but I'm not too sure which ones though. Oh, running now. Another good way to tell when they're running or not is you just look at the compass. The compass will basically tell you basically if you get alerted by them, or if they alert you or whatever, and then or as of right now if they turn white like that, then that means they're running away. So you have the chance to either catch up to them and try and kill them, or you can just go back to camp and restock, but which I don't really need to, so I'm just gonna go straight to the boss or so, or the monster at least. And then as they run, they do tend to just find food too when you're to heal themselves. So yeah, the bow. The bow's decent, good for like ranged damage, but one thing that's bad about it is that you lose a ton of stamina. That's the only thing that's bad about it. If you can find things that reduce your stamina by a lot, you should be fine, but it does take a lot of stamina, which can affect the way how you play too, because losing a lot of stamina can risk you losing from dodging when you put your weapon away, and renders you from like not moving yourself. And right now I'm using the Dragon Spitzer, which is a good move, but it's best when they're down like this, so that way you can do massive damage. And like I said, like how the sniper is, you shoot from the head to the tail, or the tail to the head, you do massive damage to them. And if they're big too, good amount of damage. And right now it's running away because it's about to die or so. So as soon as you see them limping, you can tell when they're limping too. Yeah, and someone will try to eat the wildlife too. Not all of them, but some will try to eat the wildlife here too, so. Yeah, I know, I know, it was kind of stupid. I was fine though, cause it put me in the right angle though, at least. Kind of, not too close, not too far, but. So right now it's, as you can tell, it was limping earlier, so pretty much almost dead. So I'm just gonna cheese it because I'm just too lazy right now. Because fighting the Diablos family, it's pretty hard. So or otherwise I end up just killing it somehow. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'll show you. I was gonna wait until it goes to sleep. It's easier that way, rather than just doing it right now. So. Yep, it's weak right now, so. I think it's about to go to sleep right now, so. Just gotta watch for this bitch. Yeah, it's sleeping right now. Just gotta wait for this whole. I need to distract this guy first. Oh, I can't attack him, so. Nope, he's chasing me too now. Yep, right there. So now it's sleeping right now. If I can capture, for having Diablos come by, it should be okay. Yep, if you're too lazy to fight them, just capture them. Like this. And then missions is done, pretty much. But the thing that's bad about that is that you can't carve them though. Because if you're trying to get like a certain part, like let's say a majestic horn, which is a rare drop from this monster, they tend not to drop sometimes, but they do drop a ton of common stuff where you can actually make your weapon sometimes, but not all the time, but tends to. And you do have a slight chance that they might drop something good. Like I got 2 Iron Gems, which is really good actually, because you need it for a lot of stuff. So 2 drops, not too bad. I mean, I'll take more though, but no, it wasn't easy, dude. If I had to fight both Diablos, that would have been fine. It took me like 15 minutes, dude. I would have done it in 7. Okay, 7 minutes was my max on this solo. But yeah, that's the bow. A good weapon, just that it sucks at stamina. If you don't have high stamina or you can't watch your stamina a lot, you'll run into trouble a lot. Cause you need the stamina to dodge. So yeah, pretty much. As soon as they start limping, you can start capturing them. If you're too lazy to fight them. There's a monster called Devil Drill, which is a pain in the ass to fight every time. He's probably one of the ones that it's best to just capture him, because his attacks would basically one-shot kill, one hit you, and you pretty much just die, or hit you to the point where you're gonna pretty much die, and then next thing you know, you get hit by him for some reason, and pretty much that's how it is. And I'll show you the light bow gun. Not everyone's favorite, but it's decent, I guess. The only reason why I say it's decent is because light bow guns they're more for what is it, mobility over attack. So it depends on what one you're using. So you tend to use a more like, I don't know, like tend to using more of a yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think they do borrow some aspects from Dark Souls, I guess you can say, but not too much. So yeah. So another exploit that I found that when I was playing with my cousins or so, is that as soon as you see like a pod, like a red, if you see like a red some kind of red thing that drops on the floor, it's called, they're called pods basically, and what the pods do is that, what is it? Yeah, I know that. Okay, god damn it. Yeah, not all of it. There's some parts of it, I guess you can say, but not all of it, you could say. Let's see. I should just do this one. Actually, I need parts from it, actually. Actually, do I want to do that, though? Right now I'm only 134 right now. My goal is to get to at least 37 now. Okay, I've screwed up because I leveled up too much. So, but I do plan on getting to at least level 200. Cause I don't know, I'm kind of behind on some of my, cause my cousins are like a lot higher than me. My highest, I think one of my cousins is about 380, I think, and the max rank is 999. Which some people already actually done, so it's surprising how people can actually do that. Play this game so much to get to that much. So yeah, I'm trying to just catch up to them because otherwise I'm gonna feel like I'm trash at this game. So yeah, I know. That's how it is. Cause I already spent almost 400 hours on this game already, and I'm still not. I mean, like that point where I'm like top tier, where I'm like 200 to 300. I'm only at 137 because I've been focusing on. Level 1000. Holy shit! Yeah, my friends were like that too when I was playing Diablo 3. My friends were like, Paragon, like, I think, what was it? Paragon 8, level 800 somewhere, I think. I was only like at Paragon 10 or so. Then when I did the, what was it? The Torrent. That one mode that gives you the Torment or whatever. The high level Torment. Literally instantly gave me like, what was it? Yeah, my friends basically just carried me, honestly. But when I did it, I basically had literally 3 friends that were like Paragon at level 80, I think. No, 800. There you go. And then we basically did one rift, basically, and then next thing you know, they're already at like Paragon level 400 or some shit like that. So they carried the shit out of me. So. Yep, that's how it is. I'll use dual blades, I guess. I'll show you how strong the dual blades are. I don't think I showed you how much damage it is, or did I actually? I don't remember. That's pretty good. I mean, on the dual blades or so, because it does stack though. Because you have like something like the fire and ice, which basically has two statuses basically. You can do so much damage, and if they're like there's like a monster that's weak against both of them, you can do a ton of damage. Alright, let me show you. I'll show you how strong they are. I'll probably do like a low level quest, not the high level one, because I don't really want to do too hot. I don't really want to take too much time, because I'm just focusing on. Yeah, pretty much. I showed it basically, but not used it. So I'll use it right now though. It's an easy one, but hey, what can I do? Wait, also, when you capture them too, the ones that you capture from the quests also, they become a arena quest basically for you. And then what you do in the arena quest is basically, that's basically where you can actually kill them this time, because you're actually given the choice, you're given the ability where you can give like extra help with like, I believe there's like a trap where you can drop boulders on them, they can fall down like that. There's a thing called a Dragonator where it like sticks out two poles of like two giant spears, and it basically just pierces them, which does a good amount of damage. But it does kill them sometimes, and it doesn't. But if it does kill them, good. If it doesn't, well, that's not my fault then, because I'm assuming then that means that you haven't done enough damage to it basically. So, but they can die from it though, because it's pretty good if you're like struggling basically. Okay. Oh shit, I got that. Oh yes, thank you. I don't know, man. It's either you've been watching Fortnite or something like that, maybe, or maybe Black Ops 4, man. I don't know. Did you even play Black Ops Fortnite, or is it just more of a Fortnite person now? That's the thing I don't understand. So, eat this. I'll make this real quick. I don't know, man. I mean, I tried it, but gave up because, yeah, I tried it too. I mean, got bored of it though. Yeah, I know. I don't care either. So, damn, bro, the hate is real. I wish there was like a place where I could slide. Then I'll show you how much damage this thing can do. Cause this thing can do so much damage when you slide attack on them. Oh shit, I've missed. Well, at least that saved me though. I don't mind that. Yep, fire and ice. Probably one of the most broken dual blades in this game, because it's the only one that has two status effects basically. which is pretty good for dual blades. Because because for dual blades they do the highest DPS out of most of the weapons, and if I'm correct, they give the highest status effects because how quick you can do your attacks or so. So if you had like a weapon that gives like, what is that? Poison? They'll be instantly poison really quick, just because of how much hits you can do on them. Some weapons you can, but these are the highest ones or so. And then you have like something called blasts or so, which basically activates as when you see like a dust or whatever. Basically overkills them by a lot. So yeah, pretty good. But the thing about it that's bad is that they lose sharpness quick though. As you can tell about the green bar right there on top of my stamina. It basically goes down if you don't can't do enough damage basically, and it slowly goes down though. It doesn't go down right away, but it slowly goes down the more you hit. So that was one thing you have to be careful of, because when your blade gets too dull, you can't do much damage or so. Yep, there you go. Easy, like it's easy. Hey, I got a gem. Yep, like right here. So these pods right here are like your source of like extra, basically just your sidearm basically, where you can shoot it at them and then do damage to them. At sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. But yeah. Yep, pretty much. That's how good this dual blades are, you know. Yep, see, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Dual blades are quick, but do have a side effect of that, so I think when you start playing the game as well, I would say I would wait on using the dual blades, I guess you can say, because they do run out of sharpness real quick. Because I think the lowest sharpness that they give you at the start is yellow, which is really bad actually, because yellow tends to like not do much damage, so every time you hit them or so, it tends to deflect. So I would recommend to use like something that's at least strong enough to at least like do damage at least. But yellow sharpness does have like enough sharpness to actually hit them at least. Well, you can actually cut them at least, or so. It won't cut them all the time, but it will cut them at least. But yeah, so for most weapons, I recommend you get at least white sharpness to blue sharpness. Those are the few sharpness that you should I recommend going for, because white sharpness is basically the highest sharpness of all the sharpness you have so far. But if you can't find one that has white sharpness, just get one that has at least blue sharpness. Because blue sharpness will at least guarantee hit them anywhere but their like hard spots, which is basically their legs most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time or so. Okay, so I'll give you a recommendation. I'd say when you start, I would say start off with the sword and shield. Honestly, sword and shield is probably one of the easiest weapons to learn out of the whole game, because it's universal. It has a shield so you can block, which is pretty good because some monsters can do a lot of damage when you start off too, which is surprisingly good for a small weapon. I would say I'll use it probably. I'll say sword and shield would probably be my third weapon of choice basically. The only thing that's bad about it is that it tends to not do that much damage because of how small the blade is basically. It's kind of like the dual blades, but it does slightly higher damage than dual blades, but it's still not enough to compete with the other ones or so. Yeah. Yeah, double or great sword is good because basically just all damage basically. But the only thing that's bad about it is that you have to charge every time you attack because you have to charge basically. So it's hard because monsters will tend to move around a lot when they fight sometimes. So it's hard to get a good charge attack on them sometimes. So that's the thing I hate. The drawback about it, but it's good though because basically just does high damage basically. Not really much of a like I don't know. Alright, yeah, just mainly just high damage on the weapon. Not much about like all that other stuff, but you can block with this too. If you think you can't get out of a situation, you can block with the weapons or so. Alright, I'm gonna do this low level quest because it just popped up, so I might as well do it. Gotta get down with all these stupid optional ones or so. Alright, also, the sword and shield is actually it does use the shield too as the fighting mechanic too, rather than just for blocking. It can be used as a fighting mechanic rather than just having the sword doing the damage. You can actually stun them too. You can stun them with the shield, because the shield is basically like a blunt weapon basically, not because it's not sharp or anything like that. So it does blunt damage basically. But yeah, for a great sword, all about charging. If you can do your charge well, then you'll be fine. If you're like my cousins and them, you can do the charge attacks really easy. And I'll probably kill this one quick because it's a low level quest, so I'll probably be done with this quick. I didn't buy the right element to fight it, but it's fine though. Yeah, and then the good thing about this too is that you can mount them, which is what I'm doing right now. And then when you mount them, you can do continuous damage like this, and then there'll be a certain point where you can actually do attacks on them basically. And then just do all these charges. That's all you do. That's all you're doing. As soon as you get that full charge, you just do a lot of damage basically. And then you can knock them down too, which is pretty good because how high damage this thing is. Oh, fucking missed. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. There you go. So you can attack with the great sword too, which is not useful, but well, it's useful actually. Depends on how you use it basically. There's people where you can do a pretty cheap way how to do it too, like you can charge, tackle, charge again, tackle, charge again, and then goes right to the level 3 charge or so. Just depends on how you use it basically. Now you can just keep doing it over and over, but you gotta watch your stamina though, because it does take stamina. Nope, all great swords are the same. None of them are the same or different. The only way you can tell that, the only way you can like make it go fast, the only way you can charge it faster is to have a skill called focus. Focus basically increases your charge time, so you don't have to charge it long. Basically, but they are slow. That's the one drawback about great swords. They are slow as hell, but they do massive damage though. Like I say, you gotta, when you're playing this game, you always have to make a build that you want to make, because this game's all about making a build. You don't have to just stick with like I get that. Good luck, because this one's hard as fuck to get, because there's a certain drop that makes it hard, because it doesn't drop at times when you want it to drop. It's good, but it's a hard one to get, because it's a drop that you can't get. Because I know that for sure. Cause I probably fought this monster like maybe 20 times until I got some of the weapons that I wanted, like Love Sorrow and the Leviathan's Fury. They took forever to get, because I couldn't get the right part for it. So let's show this one. So yeah, but yeah, every weapon has a weakness and a pro and a con, basically, you could say. So most weapons, they are, now all weapons are fast. All weapons tend to go slow, and sometimes slow weapons will do more damage than faster weapons. It just depends on how you want to play your character, basically. I might as well showcase the lance, the gun lance. I mean, gun lance is basically a mix of both a gun, well, it's basically a built-in gun and a lance, basically. And then the good thing about a lance is that it I mean, if you need to do the dishes, then go ahead. I mean, I don't mind. I'll probably just turn off the stream for a bit, because I kind of need to because they end up just becoming videos on YouTube, so kind of don't want to do hour-long videos or some shit like that. So, which I'm already close to doing already. So. Yep. And then in this game as well, you can do, if you don't want doing quests and stuff and you keep failing, a good way to actually train yourself to actually fight the monsters you actually want to fight is doing expeditions, basically. And then what expeditions are is that they're basically like a cheesy version of the quest you're doing, but they basically have all the monsters that were usually spawned there, basically. And then what they do is that they basically just wander around like how they usually are in the quest, and then when they see you, they will attack you. And then the thing is that when you die in this game, well, when you faint, I guess you can say, you won't lose. You have an unlimited amount of feints, basically, rather than having like a limited amount of feints. This one you just get a unlimited amount of feints, so you can basically do trial and errors, test out like different weapons when you want, or like test out the different kinds of environmental traps that you can try and get them with, or you can do whatever you want, basically. Because back in the, if I'm correct, in the older games they didn't do this, because they didn't. I don't think they implemented a thing where you can actually like just wander around just killing monsters, or just wander around, basically. But because the only way that you can actually get stuff from the stuff is to just actually do the quest. So I'm glad that they did this stuff, because it makes it easier for most people to actually farm. Alright. So when you get back, that way I'll put back on the stream again or so. I'll probably be done at 2, most likely. But if you wanna watch, then I'll probably just make sure you just like tell me or so. Okay, I'm gonna cut the stream up then.